Aloha, Beachcombers. Welcome to the first Beachcomber store review. We'll be doing this every Friday night when I'm not traveling, but the weeks I'm traveling, we'll probably just move it to a different night. And Becky was nice enough to be our first volunteer.
I volunteer as tribute.
Well, it was funny because we had someone else signed up as number one, and they not that they forgot that their mother was turning 84 today, but they're like, "Oh, we're doing a party tonight." And I'm like, "That's cool, no biggie. Tell your mom happy birthday, and we'll see you next week or the week after."
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah. So what I thought we would do is, I'm pretty good at doing it on the fly, but even better when I can spend a night looking at it is review everyone's store, because no matter how good you sell and how long you've been doing it, you might get stuck in a rut where you don't realize, hey, if I do something this way, it'll be better off for me and for my sales. And so I thought, this would be a fun addition to, part of the Secret Beach membership is going through store reviews, because we'll review Becky's tonight. And I know Debbie volunteered, and hopefully Jenny and Jersey Jane. And that way you'll see everyone else's stores and you're like, oh, whoops, I've been doing that, because you are doing something really wrong. And so we'll get to that, but I want to make sure, because I'm going to hope that and think that someone's like, oh, I'm doing that too.
Yeah, I don't want to do things wrong. I want to do things right. So I get sales.
All right. So let's look at your store just overall first. So tell me about what's BB Vintage ATX.
Well, I like vintage stuff, and one of my nicknames is BB. People call me Baxter. And we were trying to fit names together that, really kind of said who I was and what I liked and where I'm from. So that just kind of went to BB Vintage ATX. So I'm from Austin. I live in Austin, Texas. So we just kind of put all three together.
Easy enough. Now, I do notice you have no art whatsoever for your store header.
Yeah. One of my friends is into her job is social media, and she actually designed a cute little BB Vintage for me in pink. And I am still trying to get used to this new Mac laptop that I have. So I am unsure how to put those pictures from my stuff into my store. So
okay. So that would be a great how-to video for me to run through. So I know Debbie's in the chat. Hey, Debbie, if you could do me a favor and put that in our notes, that I'll do a video of adding photos. Now, you can go through it and get your own. You also could just borrow some art. But Nadine did mine. What's the quickest way to get to mine from here? Let's see here. Oops. Duh. I just click on the little store. There we go. Tiki Bug Music.
Oh, yeah. I love your store. It's,
So in this case, I took that picture of a tiki record, palm tree, and my doggy. Nadine did the rest because, it helps to have someone who knows the sizes and how to do it.
Right.
And then this tiki this pug in a mug is actually our buddy Doug's art. He's the one who designed the Den of Sin home logo and the Den of Sin tiki mug. So I just kind of borrowed that. I told him I was borrowing it. He was like, that's cool. Just do my Tiki Bug Music. So not that branding does a whole heck of a lot for you, but it's, yeah, I'll tell you what, Becky, when we were at my wife, this is going to be a weird comparison. My wife and I were at the Georgia Aquarium to see the whale sharks in the most gigantic tank you've ever seen. And there are two places in the aquarium that I didn't realize it the first time, but I definitely realized the second. When you're sitting in front of the giant aquarium, it's very peaceful, and they have music playing that sets a mood. And I'm like, man, I don't remember any other aquariums playing music to set the mood. And so I've been thinking about that quite a bit. And how can we set a mood? Well, if someone goes straight to our store, I've kind of set them in this mood already that they're going to be seeing some tiki things and some music things, and how cute, he likes pugs kind of thing. So anytime you can set a mood, it can be beneficial.
That makes a lot of sense, and it's definitely on my list. So thank you for giving me feedback about that. I think it just looks plain. So yeah.
All right. So I went through Becky's whole store. Ended up buying something last night. Not that I'm going to buy from everybody, but hey, you happen to have something I like, because I'm going to look at your whole store. You might end up getting a sale.
Yeah.
Okay. So two things. You got a typo in your title.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Yeah. The album's called Time and Love, and you got Time and Roy.
Okay.
Now, here's the other problem. I understand that they're using the ampersand in the title, which you would normally type, but ampersands tend to screw things up.
Okay.
So if you were to share a link to this, when you look at it, it gets all messy where the ampersands are. So I use it very sparingly. I think you got a little extra room, so I would actually change it to the word and.
Certainly, and I'll fix that typo.
Now, the second thing I noticed in this is you're using economy shipping. So if other people are selling Jackie and Roy, you're going to come up lower because you're using media mail shipping, which you can, but CDs only weigh 4 ounces. So I would definitely do first class on all CDs, all cassettes. Now, you get a CD box set that weighs 4 pounds, absolutely use media mail. But singles, put it in first class. You'll be better off in the search.
Okay.
And you're charging for shipping. So I've been charging $3.99 for first class on CDs.
Okay.
And you should always have that extra option, especially on stuff that's easy to ship, of priority. Give your customers 2 options.
Okay.
So, and things like CDs and cassettes can be just padded up and thrown into a flat rate mailer. So all you gotta do is charge like $6.99 or $7.99 for priority. So, sometimes people are like, oh my God, I need this for my kid's recital in 3 days, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And
fix typos.
That's all I got to say about that. I'll do this Forrest Gump style. All right. So on this cat mug, the one thing you said in your description was holds approximately 8 to 10 ounces. Coffee drinker nerds, they want specific mugs that hold specific ounces. So get a measuring cup and on your coffee mugs, specifically do it. Tiki nerds like it too. Like when you buy a tiki mug new from a manufacturer, it tells you exactly how many ounces it holds. Okay. So, champagne flute, no one really ever says, oh, how many ounces does that champagne flute hold? But coffee mugs and tiki mugs, definitely people are looking for ounces.
Okay. The ones that I have done, it's usually the standard is about 8 ounces. And of course I listed that one last night actually. So I didn't measure. So I will go back and double check for sure that it holds 8 or 10 ounces.
And because this is truly 3D. Now, what I mean by that is this is 3-dimensional, but it's just round all the way around. So there's no change in it. Mm-hmm. Your cat's got ears in the nose. I would take that first picture and cock his head just a little bit. So let me pop me on the big screen here for a second. So if I do this straight on, you might not notice how much the board sticks out. So I would do my first shot on an angle like this, or maybe like that. So make that first shot kind of like a 3/4 angle there.
Okay.
It shows the nooks and crannies better.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oops. There we go. And that's all I gotta say about that. I probably should come up with a catchphrase to go between one item and another. All right. So one thing I learned from Google, I learned a couple things from Google at the last eBay Open, and one of them is they're not huge fans of initials like NIB, new in box.
Okay.
And I've broken myself of it, other than I still find myself putting VTG in the beginning. So I got to move that too, because here's what happens. They don't like it for whatever reason in their algorithms. They don't like it. So I took your title and copied it into Google. Now, since it's your title exactly, you think you'd be one of the first ones up, and you're not.
I'm not? Okay.
So I'm in Google shopping, and you're not anywhere here yet.
Gotcha.
And I think, I'm not 100%, because of course they don't give you all the ingredients of the secret sauce. They tell you their roundabouts, but I think it's that NIB in the front. And because you're in the, you've got it labeled as new, or you should have labeled as new, you should be already good to go.
Okay.
Not even needing that.
Should we try something and maybe I change it right now?
You can, but the problem is we won't know it right now because, Google indexes things. So changing it now, great, but we wouldn't see it. So let's check it tomorrow. So change it when we're done today.
Okay,
and
cool.
Let's check it tomorrow. Now, this isn't going to be a guarantee you're going to be in the top 20, but I think the NIB might be hurting you. I think
that makes sense. And I, like you said, I started changing the vintage. I've stopped putting it at the front, and sometimes I don't put it in at all.
Yeah.
So.
Paul said, Jason, we'd be charging more in shipping on CDs with the new postal changes. Now, this is how I go about postal changes every year. It's not the best, but I find it works for me. I don't go back and change anything that I already have for sale. It's too much damn work because I already charged enough where there was a little cushion. So as soon as we ship the first day or two after the new changes, then I'll be like, okay, here's our new postal rate. So here's what I think will work for us. I want to see things in action. Some people will go back and change everything. And right now I got about 2,000 items listed. Yeah, I'm not changing them. It's not because I've already got that cushion and I don't find it worth the time. I feel you just steam ahead and then deal with it. Yeah, and Jersey Jane said Gwyneth Paltrow sold out vagina scented candle was 75, now selling on eBay for 250. Someone, and maybe it was you, Jane, suggested a webinar in the Secret Beach this year of pop culture stuff. And that made me the most excited. I'm like, oh yeah, I've never done just a straight up pop culture one. So I'm definitely going to do that. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I tune in for that one for sure.
All right. Okay, so next. Okay, so this right here, I'm guessing is the catalog number from the CD. That's typically not all that important. It is very much important in records, not so much in CDs.
Okay.
Especially anything modern. So what you want to do is get rid of that. Digipack's okay if, and here's the big if this CD came out in 2 different versions, Digipack and regular jewel case, then it would be kind of important. But if it never came out in anything but Digipack, that's the only way you could buy it. No one cares. No one will look that up because that's the only way. And you can find that out probably on Discogs, which is where I get most of my music info for the minutia of how things were released.
I want to say that there is a jewel case.
That's very smart to have it in there.
When I was looking this particular CD up, I did see jewel cases. So, but I will double check because that's a good point.
So get rid of that, and then anytime someone is famous in the band beyond the band title, I use those to fill in the extra spaces sometimes. So, and this band has a lot of people: Phil Lesh, Bob Weir, and Jerry Garcia. So those are things because people might be looking for some Phil Lesh thing, they find your stuff, or Jerry Garcia, or that old joke. Paul McCartney was in a band before Wings, so the more we go on, people don't know. So maybe someone's gotten a Grateful Dead. They don't know who the people are in the band yet, or vice versa. Maybe they heard a Jerry Garcia thing, not knowing that he was a Grateful Dead singer. Because I got to tell you, when I hire assistants of all ages, there'll be a moment where I tell them something that should be just very commonplace. Like Don Henley sings in the Eagles, and one will go, "What?" Okay. So you can't just, but that helps you. It gives you these bonus keywords. And why is your picture sideways? Why is it?
It's a funky It's a funky CD.
Yeah, but I would definitely turn it.
Okay. I was thinking along the lines of when you from the CD, from the webinar you did, taking different pictures. So, and that might be the way that it is.
See, there it is. That should be your lead photo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just change it then.
Yep. But yeah, based on the things that you're selling, based on some pictures you're taking, you definitely are a good student. You listen, you listen and apply. And that's the big thing I want everyone to remember is listening is great. Applying is even better.
I have notes. I'm writing things down.
Nice. All right. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Okay. So the one thing on these tins is anytime you have multiple items that can be stacked straight line, or you even got them a little bit, off center, that's fine. But look how much white we have up here.
Yeah.
And down here. So look how much better when you do a pyramid.
Okay. Oh.
Now they should have done a square. And then just here's some more examples. Look how nice. But it fills that square even better.
Okay.
This one's really good if they would at least hidden their background.
Gotcha. I
don't need to see your kitchen table.
I don't have a kitchen table, but theirs is nice. Oh, is that cabinets?
We got. Oh, someone's halfway through a Diet Coke and a glass with ice right now.
I hope it leaves a ring.
But yeah, anytime you can make a pyramid, if you've got like 3 like items, that can be stacked. Obviously, some things couldn't be stacked, but it fills the square up nicer.
Okay, that makes sense. Gotcha. Okay, I can change that.
All right. Why'd I leave this here? Oh, okay. So you've got most of your pictures squared up, which is really nice, fills the space nicely. And then you get to your little owls here. Why'd you crop that picture so small?
I think it was because of where I took it. I was actually working in the studio and I used the LED lights, and I think it was because of the table that I have it set on. And then I love the blue curtain back there, but there's a door on one side and another cabinet on the other, so it didn't look.
But as you can see, the rest of your photos are all nice and square. So I don't think you needed to crop this one at all.
Okay.
See, that looks great. Yeah, I like it on that blue background. Absolutely. I think that looks really good. Just fill that square. Now, I know majority of the square is going to be just more curtain and more what it's sitting on, but it just shows up so much nicer in your listing. It really fills it up, because that as I'm scrolling through your store, it caught my eye right away. I'm like, oh, she did really good on the squaring up, and then whoop, this little skinny guy here.
Yeah, I think I just cropped a little too much on that one.
All right. So next thing, and I'm done with that. So look, I love Scott going for the moon on prices, but you are way high on this one compared to others, because if you just look right down here where eBay sticks them in, here's the exact same product for $20. And so I'm like, all right, is that guy shooting low or is Becky shooting too high? So when I went and looked last night, let's go to the solds, because of course anyone could ask anything for anything. So the solds, $12.95, $12, $7, $5. So I love your gumption of $45. I don't think it's going to sell unless I'm missing something.
Well, when I found it, it's in its original box, and when I looked it up, it's been on for a long time. I've had it for a long time, and
I'm going to add a new tip to this one. This should be your opening shot with a little bit better lighting.
Gotcha. Okay.
And even though it says new, I totally missed that last night. And so yes, you should charge a little bit more. But you gotta, when you have the box, and actually that's my next note for one of the things coming up, show it in the first one so people really know, because that was like picture number 7. You know, our customers never get to picture number 7.
That's true. If they want it, they're going to look at the first 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to make sure that you paint the entire picture right away.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going. Oh, and also, yeah, back to the Doctor Who on your opening shot. Let me back it up here that you were using.
Mm-hmm.
When you take pictures of items, I definitely want everyone to leave a little bit of breathing room around the item. If you get too close, it obscures how big or what it is. However, this is way too much breathing room. So yeah, again, we got a slender one, so square it up, but get in closer, leave some breathing room, but not too much.
Okay.
Because again, probably everyone who's watching us right now is watching on a monitor, probably, but think about the person shopping on their phone. That's going to be even smaller.
It's nice to see, because this is one of my earlier listings. So I can see how I've kind of improved.
Yep.
With taking pictures and getting better with my titles and stuff. And when I did scan that one, when I first got it, it had sold high like that. That's why it's been listed for that amount. But I will definitely adjust. I will revisit that and see if I can get a more reasonable price on it.
And there's a new Doctor Who now, so fresh in the news. Yeah. So I think a little refresh of this. Actually, I would just pull down the whole listing, maybe some fresh photos, and then get it up, and maybe grab someone right away, because it'll be fresh.
Okay.
Mom's been. I haven't done this in a while. Mom's been taking down some listings, refreshing them, and putting them back up as sell similars, and she's catching some sales really quickly.
I've noticed that. Yeah, somebody in the thrifting board was saying that they were doing that, and they were making sales that way. So
yeah, so I'm definitely going to try that. So here you go. You got 3 tapes, but you wouldn't know it by your first picture.
Okay.
So when you do something like this, it should be your first photo.
Change angles. Okay.
Yeah, because also it, again, fills up the square better, and people buy by their eyes. So even though your title says 3, by a quick look, you don't see 3.
Okay.
And this is a product that you can see all 3 just by giving it the angle.
Good tip.
Oh, somebody sad.
He's mad I'm not sitting next to him.
Hello, Mom. It's Friday night. I'm sitting watching TV with Mom.
I sit on the couch. He walks across me, and then has to walk behind me to go back to the spot he was in originally. So
Stacy and I took a nap today. We have a big, really long, large size corner couch, and I felt so like degraded. Our dog walked over me to get to Stacy, and he's been with her all day.
Excuse me, sir.
We haven't seen Daddy all day. What the hell? Oh, all right. Here's the big no-no. Write this down in big Sharpie.
No.
And then this is for everyone too. In order to ship media mail, there has to be media on it. There ain't no media on blank media.
Okay.
That is a big no-no. Now, will you get caught? Probably not. But I'm here to teach. So.
Okay. Can't be shipped media. Okay.
There's no media. There's no media yet. Now,
there is
you put some video on that, and then that's a different story. Will there be a postal employee that will stick to the letter of the law along the way? Absolutely. Is it common? Probably not. But just to let you know, you know, look, if y'all want to break rules, I really don't care. I'll never publicly teach breaking rules, but I'm not going to shame you. I'm just going to let you know, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, and that's something that I know I've heard since I put that listing up. So, and I didn't realize that it was, yeah.
All right, so basically go along the same lines with what we just said about Doctor Who. So this is new in box, and you do take it out. So the first picture should be the box and this.
Okay.
And I think this will be way better on a black background.
Okay.
Good lighting.
Gotcha.
Because even she'll pop so nice.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. Okay, good.
It'll be amazing.
Amazing.
Okay, you warmed the cockles of my heart that you had a video until I watched the video.
Is it from the?
What's wrong with this video?
I don't know.
All right, we'll ask the chat on this one. What's wrong with this video?
My hand is in it?
Nope, because sometimes you got to start it.
I'm moving it too much.
Yeah.
You can't hear it.
You can hear it. All right, come on, chat. What needs to be changed in this video?
The angle?
Kind of.
I have to put the box in with it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope. All right. Are you on a computer right now?
Me? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Is your monitor vertical or horizontal?
It's horizontal.
Right. Is your video vertical?
Yeah.
Yes. Never, ever, ever shoot video vertical.
Why did it? Well, I have to shoot it on my phone.
Right. You shoot on your phone this way, not this way.
Okay.
Because see all that black?
Yeah.
That black would be full screen if you shot it horizontal.
Weird. Because I've shot the other videos that I've done horizontal video.
Well, I checked one other one just to see if it was the norm for you, and the other one was vertical too.
Okay, I'll just change my change the phone angle.
There's a very funny video on YouTube about the vertical video syndrome. It looks great on a phone, but only on a phone. So those of us watching on a computer or even a TV, it's got all that wasted space. I can't stand when the news has some footage from a viewer who was at the explosion and they shot this way because it's skinny.
Yeah.
It's skinny.
I will redo all that. I have homework.
As an example, get in there. There we go. So there we go. See how it fills the whole screen?
Yeah. It makes so much more sense.
Yeah. And it touches my heart that my mom was one of the first to say horizontal. Or she was the first. Because I had to break her of that habit too.
Uh-huh. Well, I didn't realize it was doing that, so I like it.
All right. So you got this cute beater lack blanket, but nowhere can you see the full blanket.
Okay.
And so I noticed you did this blanket on the bed. So great. Good job. Absolutely. And then you fold it up real nice. I kind of like that. I never thought about that touch. But this one, you never see the full thing ever.
Okay.
So what I would do is use that bed for sure, but back up a little bit. Even if you see a little bit of the bedroom, back up a little bit so you can see the blanket fully on the bed. Also, that way, in at least one shot, every corner is visible. If there was a hole, everything is visible, at least in one good shot.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think why I cropped that. Oh, I think I cropped it like that because too much of the bedroom was showing. So that might be why I did it that way.
And my mom says, at least you got the video in the listing. Way to go. Yes, I was very excited to see the video in there. We'll get you squared away. Oops, where'd my notes go?
You all right there, buddy?
Okay. So I'm done with that one. All right. Anytime you have two of the exact same product, like 2 coffee mugs, 2 shoes, salt and pepper shakers, you have taken both of the exact same thing and put them at the exact same angle. So you have 2 of the same thing. Turn one totally a different way. Because we don't need to see the front left snout on both of them. Turn the other one all the way around so we're seeing the right side of the head.
Okay.
And these would be so badass on black.
Okay, I'll take those pictures again.
I think these are way cuter than the white kind of washed them out.
Okay.
And if you have a nice light on a nice black background, these babies would just sing right out the screen.
Cool. Okay. Change the background on the hippos.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically just put that handle all the way to the other side so we're seeing the other side of the mug pretty much. Okay. And do that with shoes and do that with salt and pepper shakers, unless, sometimes you get those fun salt and pepper shakers where they're totally different things. But if there are 2 of the exact same thing, give it especially if it's something that's got angles and depth, turn it.
Okay. So maybe see the handle on one and then the face on the other. Is that okay? That works.
And last but not least, jeans.
I don't even like that picture. Let me tell you that right now.
Because there is not one picture where you see the jeans in full. And I looked at a couple of other jeans to see if this was an anomaly, and you definitely do them all this way. And so these are some badass ripped up. I love these jeans.
They are super cute.
Yeah, and I would wear them, but I can never. There's nowhere for me to see them fully.
Right. Those 3 that you're talking about are my rookie listings.
So if you don't have leg mannequins, and if you can find some at a going out of business store or whatever, leg mannequins are great. But just take a skirt hanger, plain backdrop, and then just use a skirt hanger to hang them up and get that full front view and the full back view. And then you can, and then definitely do your close-ups and stuff for sure.
Okay. Cool.
But that way, people then because some people can envision themselves in it this way, but most people are going to need to see the whole thing, and then they're like, oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, you're correct. You are right.
But I got to tell you, overall, I mean, these are just little fine-tuning things. And that was the whole point. I don't think anyone's store is going to be a wreck, but I thought, hey, we should do some fine-tuning. And I think, I didn't even notice this. You can definitely get these in a padded flat rate, not 11. Don't be charging $11.20 for shipping jeans.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to change that too.
Yeah, that could be another reason these haven't sold, because $8 will usually get you a pair of jeans anywhere.
Yeah, I can put them in a padded flat rate envelope for sure.
All right, my mom wants me to check check her description area. I think she makes her line song for mobile shoppers. Yeah, so here's what I would do. I would definitely hit the enter after 30. Missing tab of back of jeans, enter. So just
okay.
Okay,
because I do most of since I take all the pictures on my phone, I create the listing on my phone.
Yeah, let me send this to myself real quick, and let me just see what it looks like. Debbie, I'm sending it to you, so you can just ignore it, just so I have it someplace that I can quickly grab on the phone. Let's see what it looks like. And description. Okay, here I'll put myself on the full screen just so you can see. Because you don't hit enter ever, see how it's just one big giant paragraph?
Yes. Okay. That makes sense.
Yep. So what Google does not want, they do not want bullets like an actual dot or a number, but they just want lines. So boom, shaboom, shaboom, shaboom.
Okay.
All right.
That makes a lot of sense.
There you go. So, and that's kind of the other thing I was hoping for too. I was hoping for whoever tuned in live might catch something I miss and be like, "Hey, check this out." So today actually went exactly how I thought it would go. Half hour on the dot. I mean, this was just like, woo.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you for being our test guinea pig. But yeah, just I think we need, everyone could use a little fine tuning. I'm sure I could, and this way everyone will start thinking. I hope anyone who watched tonight is like, oh yeah, I got to change that and clean that up and do that. So
yeah, hopefully I'll get all these changes made and hopefully make a sale that way.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good job. And if you have not signed up yet on that post, please do. We've got about 14 or 15. So that puts us at about 4 months. So that's great. But I would like to do one once a week, just a little 25, 30-minute hangout with everybody on a Friday if I'm not traveling. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And it'll be a little Friday night. Look, Becky and I just hung out on Friday night, just chilling,
Sure, just listen to cats puke and do all kinds of fun stuff. Never a moment in my apartment.
All right, so don't forget, tomorrow we have the other Becky Dick, doing our Typhoon of the Month, which is going to be all about jewelry. Wait until you see her pictures. Holy cow. I mean, the close-ups and how well she does is amazing. And because I'm a glutton for punishment, immediately following that is Jason and Stacy's Thrift Haul. And we have, this is from Anaheim, San Francisco, LA, New York City, Vegas, and Atlanta.
Wow.
Yeah. That's so a lot of good content tomorrow. If you can tune in live, great. If you got to watch after the fact, that's cool also. But, it's fun to have a live audience and some chat and things like this. Debbie says, love Becky's laugh, so cheerful and happy.
It's my Betty Rebel laugh. It's either contagious or you hate it.
Yeah, now 3 minutes to the next show. No more shows for me tonight, but definitely 2 tomorrow. So, and then Mom and I are doing Hawaiian dresses on Sunday. So we often talk about shirts. So Mom's going to pull out things that she has for sale and her own personal, and we'll go over different styles and cuts. And I have some good ones here too to share also.
Yeah, I finally sold that one that I found for, I think I got it for $6 or $8 a half off at an estate sale, and finally sold it, even with those terrible pictures. And I'm so sorry that I'm like, I have all these nice photo shoots that I did the hair and makeup for. And then I was like, oh, that looks like crap.
Yeah. So if you don't know, Becky had a model in her dress, which was awesome. So let me show them the listing real quick. And then I clicked through the photos and I'm like, Becky, I see the dress on the floor with trash around it. And she's like, I forgot to crop.
Oh my God. I can't believe I did that.
All right. So let's find the dress here real quick. There it is. There we go. Let's go back here real quick.
There it is.
So, yeah. So, I'm not the biggest fan of live models. However, if you have a live model that looks good, and especially in vintage clothing, it'll really sell it. So
I was doing her hair and makeup for my photographer friend that I work with on occasion. And I was like, hey, can I bring this dress and see if it fits her? And he was like, yeah, I'll take some pictures of her in it. And it worked out great. Her hair and makeup looked amazing. And it looked even better with the dress, if I do say so myself. So,
and these pictures are so good that when you posted this in the thrifting board, everyone's like, I didn't know you could use stock photos. I'm like,
oh my God.
You think there's stock photos of a 40-year-old dress of a woman with tattoos?
I have special powers.
But here is where.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I felt so terrible when you I was like, oh my God, I did not.
Like if you crop that and no one knows it's on the ground, that's great. That's fine. But when you forget to crop, you see the trash.
Well, at least it was on top of that paper that looks like ground. Yeah. So, but still, I was just like, oh my God, I was so appalled. Could not.
Hey, we've all been there. We've all been there. I caught my shoes in a picture there. I'm like, oops. All right, everybody, have a wonderful Friday evening. Get signed up to get your store review done, and we'll be doing these Friday night hangouts once a week because there's only one Friday in a week.
Yay!
Thank you, Becky. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.
You too. Thank you. Bye,
everybody. Aloha.